Accreditation is the means that outsiders really see the qualifications of a laboratory verified by an independent outside auditor. It is certainly a major element today in the laboratory testing business, regardless of the sector that you might be involved in. Laboratory accreditation was a little bit more prolific in Europe in the mid 60s, early 70s, and then started to migrate over here, but really didn't take off to the, I'd say, mid 80s. Retlif had a little bit to do with that because back in the early 80s, we were working with the U.S. Trade Representative's Office, USTR. One of my usual battles with the acceptance of U.S.-generated data, and in this case it was, again, telecommunications data, but this time it was with Japan. Japan wanted some type of U.S. government guarantees that any testing that would be performed at a U.S. laboratory would meet the requirements and would be done properly. Through my involvement, I'm proud to say that Retlif was the first laboratory in the United States to petition the U.S. government to develop a laboratory accreditation program in the field of electromagnetic compatibility. And that was back on January 23rd of 1984. Accreditation today is mostly done based on a ISO standard 17025, which is a consensus standard which was developed by the group of countries throughout the world, U.S. being a part of it. It can be done by several agencies. In the United States today, I would say there are four major accrediting bodies, one being the National Institute of Standards and Technology, which is the only government-based one. That's NIST, and they run the National Voluntary Laboratory Accreditation Program, known as NAVLAP. There's also the American Association for Laboratory Accreditation, A2LA, which is a private sector entity. We are accredited by them for a lot of our environmental simulation work, shock, vibration, temperature, humidity type testing. There's also two other accrediting bodies, LAB and A-Class, two private sector accrediting bodies. And A-Class is heavily focused on the calibration laboratory end of things. So we have multiple opportunities or multiple suppliers in the United States. And the independent testing community in the U.S. likes that because we do want competition. It sets us apart. In most other portions of the world, especially in Europe, there is usually only one accrediting body, and that accrediting body is government-run. The United States is obviously a much larger nation, many more testing laboratories, so it's almost impractical to consider that one accrediting body would be able to do it all and do it all in a timely fashion.